Um, hey guys, welcome
Hey.
to the new year.
Happy New Year.
yeah, yeah. So your headphones aren't working?
Well, my computer won't see them.
Oh,
The Bluetooth won't find them.
sorry. Let me get my mic down here. Sorry, guys. It's a new year, but it's the same old production
Same
quality.
old, same old.
Well, happy New Year, I'll say. You know what? Let's just get this started. Well, cool. Well, hey guys.
Hey.
If I look crazy, it's because I am crazy.
Yeah, and if for any reason the feed isn't working or doing something weird, let us know because
Yeah, please.
my headphones are not working, or at least my computer is not seeing my headphones. So
Well, that's weird.
yes. Well, Ron Suffert's with us. Says Happy New Year. Hey everyone.
Hey.
So wow, it is 2023, people.
Yeah, I've been picking hair out of my I've been picking hair out of my paint all day. I've been picking paint out of my hair all day. But right now it feels pretty smooth and amazing. Yeah, I like what I got going on right now. Every once in a while, I would run my fingers through my hair and then get stuck. And you're like, uh,
All right.
so that's always nice. That's always good.
Are you growing your hair out?
Well, I don't know what to do with my. I found more paint. I don't know. I got so much paint in my hair. It's ridiculous.
You are a mess.
We've been painting. We were painting the gallery all day, so paint was flicking and flying.
You had it
And
all over you. Like I painted at the gallery yesterday, and I didn't come out of that looking nearly as painty as you. What did you do?
that's a sign of a true artist.
Okay.
It's
Well,
not enough to paint; you have to be involved with.
I guess. I mean, as long as it's not all over the stupid place.
Well, my all over the place. I don't know. But gosh, I wonder how the year is ended up for you guys. It's been all year and we haven't seen you guys.
Well, hey, let me say, Laura says Happy New Year to you both. Hey,
Happy New Year!
For tuning in. Mike Dubanoff's with us. Says, hey, you guys, Happy New Year's. And he says you are echoing.
Oh,
not sure why. You may want to check all your windows, make sure we don't have something open.
No, we don't. Okay, we don't have that. Hold it. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna mute things and then we're gonna try to fix it in just one sec. All right, guys. So please let us know if that helped. We unplugged the XLR cables and plugged them back in. A lot of times that seems to do the trick. I don't know why.
I don't know either. Well, Fred says hello, my friends. Hey,
Fred.
Thanks for tuning in. And Mike says I'm looking forward to crash your gallery.
Man, that'll be so cool. That'll be a nice night.
And he said this sounds better. And then Barbara Bray's with us and says Happy New Year. Woo,
thanks so much. Hey, Barbara.
Happy New Year.
Man.
So I'm curious, did anybody out there do anything fun for New Year's?
I did.
What did you do?
The truth or a lie?
What would be a fun New Year? Because I know what you did for New Year's Eve.
Do you?
And New Year's Day. I know. Yes.
I could have hired a double.
Move.
I could have hired a body double, and you don't even know it.
No, that could be true. What would be a crazy New Year's Eve? I mean, what would be your lie? What would that be?
Well, I don't know, but I'm not going to give that information. I'm not giving that information away for free. I might need to use that in the future.
Well, see, Jack and I went New Year's Eve. Jack and I spent the day at Bishop Arts and walked around the stores because he's got this hang up. He loves that place, whatever. And so we did that. And then then we went over to my brother's and got a bunch of craft stuff, and I delivered some whiskey that I had forgot to take him for Christmas. And then Brian came over that evening and he had champagne and we all hung out and watched Red Letter Media.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah. So, but
kind of like exactly what we did last year.
Yeah, I was okay with it this year because next year we're going to be at the gallery.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's true. I was thinking that too while we were doing everything. I was like, man, and I don't know if that's exciting or scary because I've always enjoyed like being at home and doing New Eve, and I don't know what that looks like if you own a bar slash gallery.
gallery is our home.
Mm. I know we're gonna live there.
No,
Well,
it's gonna be awesome. I'm predicting I'm predicting, and I'll bet you a fiat or a dollar or whatever you want to bet
yeah.
that next New Year's will be amazing
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be great. It's gonna be
because we'll
fun.
have it at the gallery and we'll be able to do it with our friends. And it'll be a warm, wonderful time, and I think that'll be really cool.
Yeah. Well, Barbara says I was at Revelers Hall. Pics on her Facebook.
You're
Everybody wants to check out.
addicted to Revelers Hall, Barbara. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That place sounds amazing. It
Yeah.
sounds really, really cool.
And Fred says, what happens in Denton stays in Denton.
There you go. And and I'm not. I mean, and the only reason that I say that about Barbara and Revelers Hall is that she has so much amazing photography that's come out of that place. With the bands and the stuff. And man, if I lived closer to that place, I would be there all the time.
That does seem like one of the hipper joints down there for sure.
It's like a lot of fun. Holy crap!
Fred says, "Anchors ahoy!" That turned out great.
Oh,
painting.
thank you.
You want to talk about your painting?
Sure.
Go.
Look what I did. I'm painting. Okay, so it's been a long day, guys. So, but it's been a good day. I've been looking forward to this all night long. I mean, all day long. Looking forward to chatting with you guys because I like painting, but painting walls is kind of boring. It's just like it's just
Try painting under a sink, a scary sink, and behind a toilet. That was yeah.
That doesn't sound better. I don't think you're selling your job the way like Tom Sawyer would.
No, I had the job of painting the bathrooms today.
Man, bless your heart.
It's cool.
I did hook up all the old security cameras from when the place was owned by the last people. So because I was what used to be an office is being converted into a like an art room sort of area where there's all this like supplies and stuff. So it's gonna be a lot more fun and a lot cooler than just an office. I mean, come on. And but there was like all the equipment from the old video camera stuff. So and I had to paint around it. So I hooked it together, and apparently, like we got some of the cameras working, which is fun.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we can't use them for what we're doing, but it was just fun. I don't know.
Yeah, they're in a really weird spot. So like that, yeah, it's all weird.
Yeah. Well, so if we use those cameras, anybody that goes into like the place where you're going to buy like merchandise and stuff,
they're just going to watch the cameras.
Yeah, have a monitor of cameras of like themselves buying merchandise. So we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Well, Christopher Ryan Eden says, "Well said." Speaking of the Anchors Ahoy, and Mike says, "You got a cot for me at the gallery, haha." We have no room for any gallery. Like, I mean, in fact, one of the things we are struggling with is where are we going to store all the product that you need to, all the inventory for a bar, like the extra kegs.
This is perfect size.
I mean, it is a great size. I love the space, but like where the security, I mean, the security cameras are in the office and we're turning the office into another space for people to go into. So it's like, yeah, it's fully utilized. So, Barbara Brandt says, "Love the paint. Ships in the distance are inspired."
Oh, nice.
And Ron says, "I really like that painting."
Well, thank you, Ron.
So, are you done with it?
Yeah, pretty much done. I think. But no, the reason I say it's the perfect size is because I really like the space because it's not huge and we're not trying to give drinks to everybody. I mean, it's a studio gallery space. It's a fun space where you can go in and feel comfy and actually hang out with people and bring a group of people, or you can go work on something and you can do all of that there. But it's not like. But it's not like you walk into a Chili's or something, and it's just
Yeah, we're not
you
trying
know,
to like
yeah,
pack the joint.
yeah, it's not like a 9,000 square foot space where it's all very much. You go in with your friends, or you can make more friends there, or whatever. But it's just a very warm kind of space. So I don't know. I'm really happy about that. And as we're adding all the paint touches and the stuff that we're doing, um, it's starting to come alive a little bit more. And I think that's pretty cool. And this is the first gallery. I think this is the first gallery that a person with a visual impairment, a blind person, has ever opened. I'm not completely sure, but I can't find any that like a blind artist that's opened a gallery. Like I can't find any, and I've been looking for a couple of weeks now, and it could be that there are out there, and it doesn't really matter or anything. But I've been just looking because I'm like, man, like I would love to.
You're the first, babe.
Well, no, I mean I would love to, like just I don't know, like reach out to them or something, and I can't find anybody to reach out to. Like there is none. And the only reason that that matters is just that we're doing something that's a little bit different, and because like the very inception of this, like the very idea of it being like a gallery like this, we just want to make it for everybody. So the whole idea is for it to be completely inclusive and fun for everybody. So I mean, we're starting from a point where the other art galleries haven't really started from, and we're trying to go to a whole new fun kind of thing. So
Yeah, it's gonna be an adventure.
yeah, man.
Barbara says, Jackie, I finally got my act together and have wine tonight in time for the broadcast. Yay me. Congrats. Cheers. And
That's
I was
awesome.
concerned I would drink all of this while the show was going on, so I extra prepared. I have a bottle next to me in case. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those, but it's been a long day. Been a long day.
Yeah.
But Christopher says, congrats on your new venture. Super excited. I have a two-part question that's completely off topic. If you would care to entertain and deviate from the current topic, kind of crazy, but it's interesting and I'm curious. Go for it.
Oh yeah.
Ask all the questions. Ask away. So
Please. Yeah, for sure.
so we can show like we got our first piece of art for the gallery, and that's exciting.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Brian Kelly, better known or less better known, or I don't know, equally known, otherwise known, is Brian Draws.
yeah.
Um, man, just a phenomenal artist. Oh my gosh, we love Brian's work, and we both do. I mean, there's some stuff that Jackie likes that I think like, oh, that's cool, that's all right. And there's some stuff that I like that Jackie is just
Yeah.
not hip enough to really appreciate.
Oh,
And,
okay.
but Brian's stuff is so cool, man. It's just, and the neat thing about it is that it's done so well, and but also most of his work has a humor to it. And that's really hard to do. It's hard to incorporate like amazing artistry and with really good humor. And
Yeah, he's
he's
I've worked with him
captured
for a really long time, so he's kind of wacky. But okay, Christopher's got his first question.
Oh,
Do you believe in aliens? That's the question.
well,
It's a really good question.
I believe in aliens. I don't believe that.
They're
I
gray and have really big eyes.
Well, I don't necessarily believe that aliens have visited Earth because there's just not the evidence for that. And I mean, I think that I don't know. I mean, I haven't been convinced that that they've visited Earth, but I think that there's definitely life out there. I really do. And then we start looking at the scale of just time, like you start looking into science and how much like billions of years and this and that, and then humans is like we are now. I believe they're around like 100,000 years, and then like with the technology enough, I mean, 10,000, and then 1,000, and then really like the last 100 years. I mean, we're talking about like a time scale that's just so minute that
Yeah.
there could be alien civilizations out there that existed a billion years ago and that we would never know anything about because I mean, the scales are just so crazy. So I do think I mean, I feel like there should be. I mean, I feel like there should be. I don't know
Yeah.
that there are, but I feel like there should be, and so
Yeah.
yes. What about you, Jackie?
I, I believe I believe it would be very naive and egotistical for us to think we're the only life in the universe. So I mean, yeah, I believe there's probably stuff out there, and they're probably wondering the same thing about us.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
who knows?
also the other part is life that can think, like and
Yeah, man. I mean, why not?
I
We
mean
exist.
the way that we do it, and I think that could happen, but if you look at all the species that we have on Earth, that's millions, and then you look at like the eras that we've been on, we've had like 5 mass extinctions,
Yeah,
and the last 4 or 5, all of them, there hasn't been any thinking creatures like us. So that seems really, really rare. So I think there's life out there, but being able to find life that can communicate with us and all that could be so rare that I mean that's just it could be a crazy sort of
I mean,
it'd be awesome. Like I love Star Trek and Star Wars and
yeah,
the ideas behind it, but it's just that space and time involved with it all.
yeah.
I don't know, man. It'd be cool.
I used to be like, I used to be kind of a, so weird. I used to be like kind of a hardcore believer in aliens. Like, I went through this phase. Gosh, how old was I? I was probably like 14 or 15.
Oh,
And
did you ever have a crush on Mulder or is it Scully?
no,
No Mulder.
no, I like that show a lot.
The X Files.
But I did not.
Truth is out.
I mean, he's pretty good. But I read a bunch of books when I was young. Like, I can't remember the name of them, but they were all like, they were supposed to be true stories of people who had experienced alien abductions and stuff like that, and trip me out. Like, if I wasn't scared of things in my closet, I was scared of being abducted. Like, that was my thing. And I got over it. I'm not scared of being abducted anymore, but I do think that there's probably something out there that I don't think they're gonna like take our cows or anything like that. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
His second question is, if an alien spacecraft came down and could take both of you and zip around the galaxy and could fully restore your eyesight, but you both could never return, would you go? I think he was asked this at a New Year's Eve thing, so I think that's
That's a great question, man.
why do I have to be roped into this? Why for your eyesight to return and zip around the galaxy can I never come home?
Yeah, but you're doing +1. You
Okay.
you get a free ticket around the universe.
Okay. All right.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Uh,
But it's easy. It's easy for me. I don't. I don't have to think about it. And this is a legit no because I wouldn't be able to talk to Jack anymore. I wouldn't be able to. And that's the killer for me. Really, is that
what if Jack went?
then yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. Bye. See you guys later. This is but I can't leave Jack, and that's not even a hard like decision. I mean, because even if he was cool and all, like I wouldn't be cool not being able to talk to my son again.
Yeah, that would be that's a deal breaker. In
Yeah,
every,
yeah. So
every
it's like
question. That's a deal breaker.
even though like I would love to do that. Holy crap, I would love to do that. Um, I can't hurt somebody that way. So it's just like that makes it where
Okay, well, if I'm your +1, you have to wear a Captain Kirk outfit.
I mean, try and stop me.
Well, good.
No,
We're on the same page.
I'm gonna be worried more from work and Captain Kirk.
Well, Barbara says this discussion about the possible first blind artist opening a gallery reminds me of when you tried to find someone who had info on traveling on cruises with a guide dog.
so hard.
You know what's funny is like the minute we did the cruise and came back, now they're everywhere. Now you hear about them everywhere. I'm getting like Sam sent me a link of somebody that practically lives on a cruise ship with a guide dog. So it's like, where were all these people when we were trying to like do all the paperwork for this?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if there's somebody that's completely blind that's opened a gallery before, but I know that there's not this open an art bar. I mean, that's so
Yeah.
So
Well,
I mean, it's all the only reason that I mentioned that is because that it's just interesting to look at that sort of stuff, because I don't know, it's just to me, I find that kind of interesting. And but what I find really interesting about all that is though because I was wondering about that. I thought, like, is that true? Because is that something that like somebody who would want to write stories would be interested in writing a story about, and not to like say, oh, like, oh, yay me, but to write a story with like, hey, there's a spot that's really inclusive. If you're wanting to, if you have a family member that has a difference, in the area, this is a place you can go to, and you're not going to be made to feel different or weird.
Yeah.
If you have a child that's on the spectrum, or if you have a child that is different in some other sort of way, or you have like you want to go do something with your mom, and your mom is almost blind, and you thought there's just no activities, there's nothing we could do. Like holy crap, I will bend over backwards to make sure that your mom has a great time and does some amazing things. But that's what this gallery is kind of about. It's what we like to do. So
Yeah.
it's just fun. So it made me wonder about that, because not like saying like, oh my gosh, I hope like being blind makes people want to come to an art gallery.
Oh, you just like being a trailblazer.
Yeah, no, but I wondered about that, because I thought, man, if that helped raise a little bit of awareness or something, and got more people in that I would love to hang out with, that'd be kind of brilliant.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
I can hang out with normal people all the time, but hanging out with really cool people that want to be there.
Where are you meeting these normal people?
I don't know. I was bragging there for a minute.
You're like, I
I
don't
was
know
just,
anybody normal. Well, Christopher says it was purpose that I didn't get a +1, and my kids are what held me back too. Oh. So this is great. I'm glad I asked him. Have you ever done a painting of an alien?
Nope. I
And
mean,
I don't think you have. I guess you haven't. You've done some weird paintings. Like there's particular like few people that consistently commission you to do some very interesting paintings.
I've done paintings of lots of people. If one of those could have been alien, you don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to detect their disguises. So, but not knowingly have I done an alien. I would do an alien. That
What would
sounds
your
dirty.
alien look
That
like?
sounds dirty. I shouldn't say I would do an alien.
What would your alien look like on your painting?
I don't know.
I mean, it would be multicolored. And
Yeah.
or would it be like the typical, green, big eyes, and what we all imagine?
I don't know, man. Maybe like I'm not sure. I don't know.
Anyway,
What
okay.
do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What I would paint would be very different from what you would paint.
Hey, do you guys want to hear something from Tombstone that I thought sounded dirty? And it's been a running joke for the last couple of days. All right.
It's going to be a T-shirt, so you might as well go.
It's gonna be a joke. Okay, all right. So Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. Think back if you will. Billy Bob Thornton was like a faro dealer. He was a faro dealer, and he was kind of smarmy. Nobody liked him, and then he was doing stuff, and he was talking big. And Wyatt Earp comes up to him. So it's Kurt Russell, and he's talking to Billy Bob Thornton, and he smacks him or something. He's like saying, "All right, Billy, like all right, they're at it, and Billy Bob and Wyatt Earp, he hasn't pulled out a gun or anything, and Billy Bob's talking all big and bad and stuff. And in the scene, everything sounds right, but then afterwards, and this is a film that I've liked for a long time, but everything sounds out of context. It's all about context. It's like this is like Archer. Everything sounds wrong and a little weird,
Yes.
So, all right, he says, "You skin that smoke wagon, and we'll see what happens." All right, you skin that smoke wagon, and we'll see what happens. Now, the other night, okay, here's the other one. Okay, the other one. Jerk that pistol and go to work. Okay. Now I know this all sounds. I don't know if this sounds dirty or not dirty.
I think the second one sounds dirty. I mean, naturally, but the first one to me doesn't as much, only because, and this is me.
Well, the first one didn't until I heard the second one, and so it was like, "You jerk that pistol and you go to work."
Well,
I was like, "What?"
See, I feel like
Look,
I feel like
my brain.
It might matter who. Okay, there's a lot of like sayings that I think are weird that you or your family do, and I think it's a Southern thing.
Well, I love
Like,
tombstone.
I mean,
Don't break tombstone for me.
so I mean, like the saying "rode hard and put up wet." When I first heard that come out of your mom's mouth, I was like, "What did you just say?" So there's a
Obviously it deals with saddles.
right, right. So
I know it's those
there's,
weird.
I'm sure
It's
a
those weird euphemisms, isn't
yeah.
it?
I mean, there's a plethora of ridiculous like sayings from, but I mean, either way, it belongs on a shirt, and I would proudly wear it.
That's a really good one because that's a really common one. Been rode hard and put up wet.
I know.
And if anybody's ever dealt with saddles or anything, you don't like anything with leather. You know how leather is.
You realize the percentage of people that have dealt with saddles?
Well, now, but
That
but it comes from a time where, like, you know, if you have wet leather, you don't put it up. You know,
what do you do with
straight.
it? Do you blow dry it?
Well, I don't know. You just dry it off and you.
Like with a towel?
I don't know. You take care of it. I don't know. You give it to the chauffeur. I don't know. The horse chauffeur. I don't know. But
Okay.
I love that. You jerk that pistol and you go to work. Jerk that pistol and go to work. It just sounds so dirty.
It does. It does.
And
So Barbara says, I would come up there and see you bend over backwards. So,
oh, see?
Christopher says, well, LOL, normal people, speaking of earlier. And Masa Hiko, which I'm probably not pronouncing it right, I apologize, says, Happy New Year from Tokyo. I am looking forward to the beautiful laughter of two of the splendid and the splendid painting this year. So thanks for tuning in from so far away. That's like fantastic.
Thank you. I love Tokyo. That's
and
such a brilliant city.
Robin has tuned in and says, I have dealt with saddles. I mean,
but it just sounds so dirty. Like, you skin that smoke wagon and you get to work. It just sounds so dirty.
And it just,
out of context, you know.
We've become this sort of melting pot, and then you have people that have never dealt with saddles, and then your mother-in-law is saying things that you think are very questionable. Yeah. But Christopher says, I followed you since I saw you on a TV program over a decade ago. I love you're doing this. Not sure if you remember, but you did a painting of a female eye and it looked very much like a friend of mine's eye. It was spot on. I showed her and she reached out to you. Again, not sure if you remember, but it was so rad, and I've been one of the biggest advocates of your work since. I think it was a Chicago TV show, since that's where I live. Oh, wow. I don't know. Wow. Chicago. Cool.
Yeah.
And a female's eye. You've done quite a few eyes.
Well, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that so much. And sorry, tonight's kind of a weird night. We've been in like paint fumes all day, so tonight's sort of a crazy night.
Paint thinner.
Yeah, I haven't been in the studio. I've been in the gallery that we're setting up, and so paint's just been flying all day long. So it's just sort of a weird night. So this isn't the usual sort of thing that we do, but every Tuesday though we want to hang out, and no matter what we're up to and doing. I don't know.
Yeah, we're about to do some trivia, but
yeah.
Well, Jordan says hello, John. Jordan has joined us. Hey,
man.
Barbara says I thought it was the horse that was all sweaty and put up wet, and I think she's right.
Well, it's both.
Oh, I don't know.
It's both because you can't put. You're right, Barbara. So I've heard it both ways, but the horse, though, you need to dry off and everything, so you can't ride the horse hard and put it up wet. But also the tack, though, you want to take care of the tack as well.
Oh my gosh!
But the horse, yeah, you want to dry them off and all, because it can be bad for them.
Well, Lisa says Happy New Year. Happy New Year! Thanks for tuning in. And Christopher says I love you guys. So
well, thank you. Same here. Okay, that's why people use cars today. That's all I'm saying.
So you don't have to dry them off.
Yeah. If I
clearly,
if I take a lot of Ubers, I don't have to worry about putting on wet or anything.
There you go.
They they'll take care of themselves. It's good.
This is taking your turn.
They do them, and I do me. I just get home, and it's like, okay.
Okay, so Lisa says, Happy New Year. Haven't been here in a while, but glad catching this now. So thanks. Every Tuesday, we are here to hang.
And usually we're out painting and stuff. Today,
yeah.
Tonight,
you've done enough painting for today. It's crazy.
Here, this is the last thing I just finished, so I'll throw that up. Yeah, but yeah, I'm still trying to pick all the paint out of my hair from today. That's crazy.
Well, okay. So, I want to show the first piece of art that we got for the
Oh, that'd be
place.
cool. Yeah.
I'm going to share it right now. Um, so I was up there at the place painting yesterday, and our good friend Brian Kelly came by and brought a piece of art. He's like, I've known him for years. He actually did some. I hired him to do some work for my grad stuff, and he does comics book style illustrative art, and it's all like has these weird sort of puns and funky, just hilarious sort of. You have to look at it for a second, and you're like, oh, that's hilarious. So I want to share. He brought one by yesterday while I was painting, and this is it. All right. Meanwhile, at the Akbar. So all his work is very like pun related, or there's this sort of like underlying joke or a hidden sort of thing that's I don't know. We had never worked with him for years, and he's fantastic. He's just an awesome human being. But
So describe this piece. Like, what is the Akbar be?
okay, so it's like you're behind the bar like the bartender, and General Akbar is like with a rag, and he's like washing. He's drying like a beer mug,
Okay.
and everybody in the bar is different versions of Ak, like or bar, like they're the characters. So there's like the cat, the crazy cat with his like I forget his I think his name is just like Yak or something. And so all the characters have this sort of like weird, they belong there, situation. So it's just hilarious, and I am excited to put it in the bar.
Yeah. So well, what I was trying to get, like, yeah, all the characters, they either say act or it's like there's the Mars Attacks
Yeah.
person, and it's all, yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
There's also like in the background, because he does depth really well. In the background, there's also characters. There's like Popeye's characters, and like
Oh, he goes act.
yeah, they're all like hidden in. I mean, they're like in a blue light, so they're like obviously in the background. But yeah, it's pretty clever. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
It's so cool.
and then we for the last couple of days have been painting, and we figured we would show you guys kind of what that's looking like. So I was up there yesterday painting, and obviously I watch TV a lot when I'm working. So Married at First Sight is the show I'm watching right now, and I had it on all day. But the color patch on the right is the color we're kind of like the light color we're going all over the place with. And then the darker color, which is only one coat.
Pardon me.
This is only one coat, which doesn't do it justice because once John did the second coat today, it was like gorgeous. But that's sort of the accent wall, and it's called Ruby Lips, but it's like a deep burgundy. So
oh yeah, the white we're using is dough or something.
Yeah, fresh dough.
Fresh
That's
dough.
what it's called. But yeah, so it's like we were saying today when we were up there, we were like, now it's starting to feel like our place because we're changing it. So anyway,
yeah.
Christopher says, do you mind if I share your art with certain public forums such as Facebook groups and Instagram groups? Share away. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, please.
And Christopher says Star Wars puns, love it. And Barbara says, hey, that was in my feed yesterday. Yeah, we posted it yesterday. Anyway, so that was what we did today. Let's see you on a ladder. And I don't know if anybody noticed this, but there were parts that we couldn't reach. I specifically couldn't reach. And John had the genius idea of taping the paintbrush to the end of the pole so that he could reach it. I was like, I couldn't do it. And I went in there, like, I'll switch jobs with you. I'll go do this one if you can figure out how to reach that spot. And then he, I walked back in, and you've got a paintbrush like taped.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Sorry, I lost my Bluetooth, so I can hear my computer anymore.
So, okay. Do you want to do some quick trivia?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
All right.
The smartest thing you said all night was genius. When you talked about
I'm
me
sure.
putting
Mhm.
that. Oh,
Okay. Well, what? Let me ask this. What do you know? What genre you want to do?
well,
There's no yawning. There's no yawning in live streaming.
no, and I have to, and for anybody that's like just tuning in, and thank you so much to all of our friends that are out there that are there every week. You guys are awesome. This week's a little bit different. We've been in the gallery all day. It's just been a little nutty. And man, I've been looking forward to this all day though. It's just hanging out with you guys. But usually I'm painting or I'm doing stuff, or I'm trying to at least. And um, but man, I've been looking forward to hanging out. I don't know. Last time we did general, I think, didn't we?
I think we did. Yeah, we could do history. You want to do history? Are you feeling like? Are you feeling like your brain working?
Well, I don't know if it is. Let's try. What do you think of history?
Yeah, we can try history.
All
Sure.
right, let's do it.
Let's see how smart the crowd is. We're going to defer to you guys.
Yeah, please,
Um,
guys.
Barbara says, I see Kathy and Akbar from Akbar and Jeff and Popeye in that painting earlier. Jordan says, John is a legend.
Oh,
So somebody's a fan.
well, thank you, Jordan, man. Hey, Jackie, you should take a page out of Jordan's book.
Oh, my goodness, please. Misty has joined us and says, hello, everyone. Hey, thanks for tuning in. All right. So
thanks so much, Jordan, by the way, man. I for reals. And Jackie, you should take a page out of Jordan's book, for real.
Okay. All right, history. Here we go.
I love life.
Okay. Which battle took place in Montana on the 26th of June, 1876?
Okay. That's a trick question. There wasn't a battle.
There wasn't.
Okay, I'm good. In Montana. Okay, I got it.
You got A, Gettysburg,
Nope.
B, nope. The Bulge.
No.
Battle of the Bulge. C, Little Bighorn, or D, Hamburger Hill?
I'll say it's C, Little Bighorn.
Really? How confident do you feel?
100%.
Wow.
Okay. 70%.
Okay.
Well, the Bulge was in Europe. Gettysburg was at Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Hamburger Hill was in Vietnam, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean,
I think okay. Little Bighorn. All right. Karen Teeter has joined us. Says, hi guys. Hey.
Hey.
All right. So Little Bighorn. That seems to be the crowd's fave too. So, all right. Way to go, crowd.
See, crowd, we're smart, right?
Okay. Which two countries were both involved in the Battle of the Coral Sea?
Okay, got it.
Wow. Really?
Yep.
Really?
Locked in.
Do you want to tell it to me before I list the names?
I believe that was a battle in the Pacific between the U.S. forces and Japan.
Okay.
In World War II.
Okay. Well, the choices are England and Japan and USA, England and Germany, and Italy and the USA.
And I will say it could have been England and Japan.
I don't.
That was the other thing, but I think it was Japan and USA, but it could have been England and Japan because there was before stuff like really like the very first stuff was between England and Japan, and that could have but gosh,
I don't think England and Japan would have fought over sea, like that, because
well, England had a lot of like stuff over there. I mean, they had a lot of stuff, and Japan was wanting stuff. So there was a lot of stuff, and they both wanted it. And that's before America got involved.
All right, what do you feel like it is?
But I'm thinking it's the U.S. and Japan.
I think it's the U.S. and Japan. We're gonna there's more people saying that, so let's go with it. Okay, good job.
Yay!
All right. Which Frenchman crowned himself emperor in 1804?
Ooh, emperor, you say? Okay, got it.
All right, you got.
I think I have a guess.
Do you want to say it before I read names?
Well, should I?
I don't know.
Napoleon.
Oh, well, he's on the list.
Well, because I mean, that's a very Napoleon thing to do. And before that, it was like it was all kings and stuff. So,
well, you've got Robespierre. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Robespierre,
Napoleon, Lafayette, and Louis the 14th.
Well, the reason I say that is because it was kings, and then there was off with their heads and Mary Antoinette and all that fun stuff, and then little Napoleon came along and was like, "Yeah, we don't need more kings.
We need an emperor."
Exactly. They were like,
clearly.
What is that? Is that cool? Is that cool?
Is that cool?
That doesn't cool. Is that cool? I guess it's cool. But it must be cool. Yay. So
okay.
that's the last one I'm thinking.
All right. Well, that seems to be the crowd's favorite. Christopher says that's laughed at your that's very Napoleon thing to do. It would be accurate. Okay, let's try. Yes. Look at you.
All right, we're doing good, guys.
Doing it, babe.
We're doing good.
Okay, which was the first country to attempt to build a canal in Panama?
Oh, okay.
Do you want to guess before I read it?
France.
Okay, well, Italy, France, Great Britain, USA.
Okay, I think it was France. Hold it. I don't know. Now I'm thinking again. Now that you mentioned the other ones, I'm starting to think maybe it was Great Britain. Gosh.
I think it's France.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why? Because I said it?
Because you know what they say in tests, always go with your gut.
Yeah.
Should we go with our gut?
My gut says E. coli.
My gut says cheese. Cheese.
Ooh, okay. Gross. Does it? Does it? Is that good?
If I could always have cheese in my gut, I'd be down. What are you talking about? Who doesn't love cheese? Okay.
Whenever I eat cheese, I don't like to think about mold or spores or anything, which I know that's what cheese is. But I don't like to think about any of that sort of stuff.
Don't ruin this for me.
You know what I mean?
Don't ruin this for me.
Okay, yes, let's go with our gut.
Let's go with our
cheesy.
Well, okay, gut. we may be alone on this.
Okay.
Are we doing this? We're going alone.
What are the people saying?
USA and
well,
there's a Great Britain.
Well, there was an attempt before we went there, I believe. Yeah. And we were like, oh, we can do better. I want to say France went in.
I think
they were like, holy crap. There's so much disease and stuff going on. It was really, really hard to build that canal. And the disease and getting the workforce out there was like enormously crazy.
Do you remember when it was?
In the past.
Okay.
Firmly in the past.
All right, let's try it. Oh, very good. France. All right.
But it was such a hard thing though, because it's like it wasn't just about the digging. You know, the France did it, or I wasn't sure it's France, but it was all the disease and all the stuff that goes along with it. That you don't even consider. It was just like, holy crap, this is ridiculous.
Well, Christopher was like, "Oh, John might be right because you might be right." Barbara says, "I love cheese. The millions of little blue cattle thundering across the cheesy plains. Yum. Yes, cheese always." All right, next question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Which American president wore dentures made from hippopotamus ivory?
Oh, okay. So I know what everybody's going to guess.
Ooh, what is everybody going to guess?
George Washington.
Okay.
That may be correct.
Okay. Well, one of the options is George Washington. There's Abraham Lincoln, Franklin Roosevelt, and Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, man.
I know it is a myth that George Washington had wooden teeth.
Yeah.
That's a myth.
Yeah.
I want to say he did have ivory teeth. Yes. I don't know if it's very specific to hippopotamus.
I think it is, actually. I mean, I want to say, because I remember hearing the thing about his teeth weren't wooden.
Yeah.
but it was ivory, but it was an elephant. So immediately when you hear ivory,
Yeah.
you think elephant, and it wasn't that. So I'm thinking it's hippopotamus.
Should we go with George Washington? Some people are saying Thomas Jefferson, which I don't know.
If it was Teddy Roosevelt, I'd be more down because I'd be like, he shot he went out and shot the
He shot it
hippopotamus. So like,
himself.
I want some Nashers. So,
All
but
right.
yeah, I'm thinking George Washington.
I think that's.
You concur?
Yeah. Okay. Good job.
All right. We're doing good, guys.
To which house did King James the First belong?
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is British royalty. Oh,
you're gonna have to defer to the crowd. It's York, Tudor, Lancaster, or Stuart.
Crap, I think Tudor. I don't know why I think that.
King James. Let's see.
That's a while back. Queen Mary, King James, Elizabeth.
Isn't I mean, I feel like Lancaster is. There should be like dragons involved in that answer.
I know, right? I don't know. I'm horrible with this.
There's a couple of Yorks.
Oh, York.
Stuart.
Oh. See, but whenever I think about York, it just makes me want to have a peppermint patty.
Linda has joined us and says Tudor. Maybe it's Tudor. I don't know. What's funny is I feel like I should know this because I listened to that podcast, Noble Blood, and oh my gosh,
yeah,
I love that podcast, and all it is about that time and people dying.
Man,
but I don't know. We got quite a few Stuarts. Should we go with it?
I'm thinking Tudor, but
really.
Yeah, but go with Stuart.
I'm gonna go with the crowd on this one.
Okay.
They are right.
Nice. Well done, guys. Man, that's awesome.
Okay. Oh, where did Vikings come from?
Ooh, my dreams.
Russia, China, Germany, or Scandinavia?
I think everybody's gonna get this one. Pretty easy.
You think?
Yeah.
You were having a conversation earlier today with Jack about Vikings and
Was
his
it?
obsession with living in like Finland and.
Yeah. What was he saying though?
Okay, our son.
Oh yeah, he wanted to go farm. He wanted a good farmland, so he wanted to go to Finland. I was like, what? That's why the Vikings left Finland.
I almost wonder why. Like, and I get it because we all do it as humans, but like you glom onto something and it's like your thing and you love it. And he does that. He's like that about Norway and Finland and all those like I don't know what video he watched years ago when he was younger, and now he's obsessed with going there, living there. It's the greatest place on earth, yet he's never been there, and so I'm just literally today, like I'm excited about getting a farm in Finland, and it's like, dude, nobody wants to farm in Finland.
Yeah, he wanted to be an ice fisherman in Finland for the longest. I was like, man, you haven't even baited your own hook here in Texas.
And what's funny is like Christopher just said that's why the Vikings left Finland, and that's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
That's what brought the conversation on. It was like
they were looking for better farmland.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's hard here.
So should we go with Scandinavia?
But Finland. Oh, but let me go on record.
Yeah.
And say Finland is amazing, and then it's funny if you look at it like charts of happiness. Finland and Scandinavia, all that always lands like really, really high.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was reading a thing about that. And they were saying it'll always be high because one of the cultural things of it is not to complain and to make best of what you have.
See, and I think that's where Jack he started to watch that and didn't realize that. And then,
yeah, so and then also they found that the people who are from there, they have that mentality, are very happy, but people that move there and they miss their happiness, they're like, there's nobody here and it's cold and what the hell, and everything's fish and
I do like
they're
that.
very low, and then so it's different. It's interesting to see. And then like the happiness index, then they'll go to France and they'll say, are you happy? They're like, meh, 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 you know, but they're not unhappy. It's just they have a different culture, and it's like
Yeah.
their culture isn't like, yeah, we'll make the best of it all, and it's good. I'm always happy.
Yeah.
We don't complain. We don't complain. We don't complain.
All right. So
Anyway,
Scandinavia, is that what we've?
is that an option?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Oh, did I not read the option?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is.
Okay. It's Scandinavia. There we go. All right. What vitamin did sailor? Oh, this. Okay. What vitamins did sailors lack if they suffered from scurvy?
Oh, that's an easy one.
I feel like that's. I feel like okay.
What do you say?
Well, the options are C, D, A, or B, and they clearly didn't have enough oranges on board.
Yeah, it's what they call the limeys and stuff. They put those limes.
Mm. Hmm. All right. So we would agree it is vitamin C.
Bing.
Bam. Okay. Which Egyptian lighthouse was severely damaged by earthquakes in the 14th century? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
If we're gonna get one wrong, this is probably it. Unless you think you got it.
I'll have to hear it. But yeah, I remember hearing about this story.
Okay. Soter, Pharos, sarcophagus, Pharisee.
I think it's Soder.
Okay. That's your gut. Is that your gut?
It's either
telling
gut
you?
or memory. I don't know. I remember hearing that story, and I don't know. Well, the Pharisee is it's the lineage of kings.
Mhm.
Sarcophagus are what they were built in, and Pharaoh's is the king. Although Pharaoh doesn't really mean king, but that's what we've taken it to mean over time. So the only thing that's different is Soder.
Hmm. I honestly, I'll be honest here.
Huh?
Didn't know Egypt had lighthouses at all. Like, didn't even know that was a thing over there.
Well,
I mean,
they had their, and that's an interesting point, because how far back does that go and stuff, and and you had to have a pretty good shipping empire, like you had to be able to have not not only be able to ship your goods and be able to do all that, but to have it
yeah.
pretty established to be able to know like your shipping routes and be able to say, hey, we don't want boats running into this outcropping of rocks and stuff. So it took
Okay,
it,
so Soder. Okay. Well, Christopher says, Jesus, John, you're smart as poop.
Oh,
And
thank you. Jeez.
Karen says that's the only one that sounds like a name is Soder.
Yeah, right.
And Christopher
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know
what I
that
was thinking.
they had lighthouses either, so I'm not the only one. In Barbara, it's lighthouses question mark. I'm not the only one. All right, so let's try this.
But it wasn't like the New England lighthouse that you think of.
Well, then what does it look like?
Um,
Now I have to I'm Googling this.
Yeah, it looks like the Sphinx with a can. What is that? I'm not sure.
That's terrible.
It's up
Okay.
here.
Pretty sure that's not what it looks like. All right. Oh, that's not the answer.
Oh my goodness! Oh, this is exciting. Okay, cool.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So what? So what?
Okay.
Would it be pharaohs? I'm
Well,
going
let me
pharaohs.
look. Okay. We got a couple B's, a D, B and D.
It's got to be B. It's got to be B.
You think Pharaohs really? You
Yeah.
think? We're gonna go down the line. This is the one that's gonna ruin our record.
It's got to be B.
Oh, okay. That is the answer. Good job.
Did it? Okay, cool.
Good job.
Ah.
Ooh,
that was hard. That was so hard, guys.
Now I feel like I need to Google this because I don't know. Okay, next question. What was a member of Lenin's party called? A Shevik, a Sputnik, a Bolshevik, or a Muscovite? I guess I'm really like just murdering this pronunciation.
That was really good. I mean, I don't know. Like I can't say that to know how they're supposed to be pronounced. But I've listened to YouTube videos, and it sounds like you did really good compared to the YouTube. I think you did great.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm leaning between a Bolshevik and a Muscovite. A Muscovite. A Muscovite.
Muscovite. Okay, all right.
Muscovite.
Well, we've got
because that would be like somebody who lived in Moscow. But I'm thinking Bolshevik.
Well, there are more Bolsheviks than others.
Yeah,
Should we try it? Should we do it?
I
Are we
mean,
doing it?
I really think that's it. And then I just wondered because of the, but yeah, sure.
I feel like I want to know more about this name. Like, what are the terms? You pull it apart like Latin.
Well, it's a yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
It,
All right.
it, it is a thing that it's like part of the working class, or you're not. Then I
All
don't
right.
know.
Let's do this. All right, Bolshevik.
Nice.
We got a 95. So that's pretty good. That's decent.
I got a little lower, I think, because I actually picked one that everybody else picked right, and I picked wrong. But you know what? I think it's a win.
You'll take it.
I'll take it. That's fun, guys.
Yeah,
Gosh, you guys are smart.
Thanks for the good times. So history, that was good. Sometimes the history will throw some ridiculous questions in there, but
Yeah.
now I'm going to Google some things. I'm curious.
Yeah. I know it's funny because you get asked a question, you get a few in a row, and you think you're real smart or whatnot. But then you get asked a few more. I mean, like if somebody asked me, like, when was Justin Timberlake born? And I'd be like, oh gosh, I like him. I don't know that. Or Bieber. That's something about that. I mean, there's lots of people who know tons about that, or about a sports team, or about knitting, or all this, and I wouldn't know anything about that. A lot of that stuff. And it's just.
Well, you don't know about any of the reality TV shows I watch.
It's because I'm smart. No, that's good. No, yeah, exactly. No,
I
but
mean,
that's the thing. Like
yeah.
like with the Kardashians and all that. Like,
yeah. Pop culture is not.
Gosh, if I had to name Kardashian, like how many? I know there's a bunch of them, but if I had to name some, Kim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there a Courtney?
Yes. Do you know another?
Let me think. Leroy?
No.
Is there a Leroy Kardashian?
Wow.
Denny?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
Carlos?
No. But you're getting.
Okay. Kanye.
No, Kim was married to Kanye.
Yeah, he's married. So that's
sort of. They're divorced, so he's not longer a Kardashian.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. Jenner, who's Jenner?
Well, that's the dad.
But he
sort of. Well, he's the stepdad.
But he changed the name.
Well, he's Christina now.
Oh yes, I didn't know that. Okay, Christina.
I think. I don't
know.
Chloe.
How many? Oh, Chloe. Okay. Chloe. How many can you name?
Well, Chloe, Courtney, and Kim. And then there's like they're Bruce's kids. I don't watch the Kardashians. I can't. That's one show that I'm just like, I can't. I don't even know what's going on now. But just because they're everywhere, it's like I think Jenner, what is her name? The two that are Bruce's kids are, I cannot remember their names, but they're like, or at least one of them is uber rich, like billionaire rich.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And I can't remember. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Anyway.
This is interesting though. I mean, there's so much, and it's funny because like somebody who knows a lot about a certain thing or certain topics are deemed to be more valuable than others. So you have somebody that's really into physics, or they're into, and I mean, it helps, if what you're into, I don't know, adds to, I don't know, to the people around you and stuff. Like, it can build, like, it's hard, I guess, like if you take the Kardashian knowledge, you're not going to build like the next best space probe, but that's sort of knowledge or something, but it's knowledge, it's information, and
I think it's just a lot of like what you are exposed to via life or references, like TV or whatever. I mean,
yeah. So,
I mean, I listen to the radio in the car a lot, and you don't. So all new songs, and you're like, I've never heard that, and I'm like,
yeah.
So I mean, then you listen to a lot of Spotify that feeds weird things to you. That's cool too. So
I just think it's interesting because, I mean, I went to college and I got my degree, and you went to college, you got a couple degrees, but I think it's interesting though, where really, really smart people will know something. It's not something you can get a degree in, but sometimes they won't be judged being intelligent or smart, but they're really extremely smart. It's like extremely, but it's just I don't know. There's certain things that are valued in society and certain that aren't. But just because like I don't know, it's just a weird thing to me because I run
Yeah,
into so many people
it
that are
makes
brilliant and maybe they never went to college, maybe they never got a degree, and it really doesn't matter. I mean, when it comes to intelligence, all college means is you can sit in a chair for 4 years. But I mean,
yeah.
it's funny though how like, there I don't know. There's this whole feeling.
Well, Christopher says, speaking of the Kardashians, but they are the epitome of fake art and entertainment, in my opinion. So, just saying. So, I mean, it is. I will say that I feel like watching that reality show, any of that, is kind of mind numbing and maybe turns your brain to like I don't know mush. But I wouldn't discredit their business sense, or at least their mom's business sense, because those chicks are loaded. So,
Yeah,
I mean, in some sense, regardless of how they entertain the public, and maybe the show, and I'm sure of this, I bet the show is just a mechanism to keep them in front of people's faces, so that they go buy the Spanx, the lipsticks, the perfumes, whatever. I mean, it's ridiculous. And okay, so Amy has joined us and says the names are Kim, which I didn't even realize they all start with K. Kim, Courtney, Chloe, Kylie, and Kendall.
wow.
There you go. So
Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, and that's great, man. And yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't know. I I don't really I don't have a lot of fun watching most reality TV. There's some that I enjoy. Some like I like Big Brother every once in a while, and there's a few, but a lot of them are just like, oh my gosh, this
see,
is just
that's my dirty little secret. Like
if it's drama just for drama's
I'm a
sake.
junkie for the reality.
Yeah, but if it's all fake, it's like wrestling. Like I cannot stand wrestling. But it's just drama for
Yeah,
they're just writing drama and it doesn't mean anything.
yeah.
It's just a show that they're having drama so they can say stuff that make a show. And I just don't I mean for me, I don't find that interesting. But I totally get what other people do, and I'm not dissing anybody that likes professional wrestling or reality TV or anything. But we all
Don't
have
be
our dirty
questioning
little
people's
secrets.
elbow. Mhm. Just saying.
It's just whatever kind of gets your thing going, and I don't know, like if it's manufactured drama, I just feel like it's like cheese in a can. It's like, yeah,
I thought people
just
love cheese in a can.
well, I mean, you can. It's just but is it as good as like
Gouda.
yeah, or
Well, Christopher says, speaking of music, top five favorite artists from you both today. It could change tomorrow, but what musical artists do you both love?
oh,
I guess one of yours,
sure,
Galactic.
I do like Galactic.
I do like Galactic. Are they still your fave, or have you moved on?
I don't listen to them as much because I almost burn out on them.
Hmm.
They're like a New Orleans band. They do all kinds of different things, but I listen to them so much that I don't listen to them quite as much anymore. Um, but I like JD McPherson.
Oh, I love yes,
I like
he's
Dean
awesome.
Dean Martin, Vampire Weekend,
Good.
Sophie Tucker, The Cat Empire. Gosh, Casey Hill, Sylvan Esso, Black Keys, The Rockin' Tours, Alt J,
Nice.
Pixies. How about you?
Um, gosh, I would say like okay, if there's like a some artist that you just like throw on because you're like, what do I listen to? And these are the artists. K Flay, I love me some K Flay.
Oh yeah, yeah. You listen.
She's mildly inappropriate, but I don't care. Um,
Yes, you made me. We have like an outside speaker, like in a festival. And you're like, play it. She's like, effing this, effing that.
I mean, man, I don't care. I like embrace. Anyway.
May I also mention Kate Joel, Plastic Emergency, Jurassic 5, and list more.
Oh, nice. I think Lizzo is fantastic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's great to find somebody that where every song on their album is good. It's not just like the couple that they play on the radio and then the rest are like, I could take it or leave it. Every single song on Lizzo's albums are actually really good. So, yeah, Lizzo. I mean, I will always throw Tom Petty on. Billy Joel's a favorite, like that never gets old. I mean, it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
But I do like to get some jam on, and so it's usually kind of hard. It's like K-Flay, Eminem. You might walk into an assault on your ears occasionally if you hang with me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man. And like Elvis Costello, Modest
Oh,
Mouse.
Elvis Costello's great. Sting, Police, yeah.
Yeah, the Highs, Sophie Tucker.
Curry is doing it. Says the Pogues flogging Molly. Those are awesome.
Yeah,
Those are
man. Irish.
But anyway, Christopher says I'm writing them down right now. Yeah, check it all out. It's fun. I mean, you know what? You know what you should do, babe?
Tropicillas.
You should make we should make a Spotify list and share it with the public.
I have lots of Spotify lists.
Well, I mean, purposely make it you're sharing it with the public.
I think my Spotify lists are open.
I know, but you got to share it with the public.
Oh, I mean, I think they are.
No, but you got to put them out.
Oh, George Ezra is good. And Blue Budapest, and he has quite a few, but also the Unicorns. But there's only one song I really like. I was born a unicorn. I was born a unicorn.
That's really cute. That's a good one.
We're not just horses. So I just like that. That makes me laugh. The Stone Roses, Fratellis. Gosh, I don't know, Cat Empire. I mean, there's so much. Oh, also there's this Scott Bradley.
Oh yeah, he's good.
And that sort of stuff. And
I feel like I'm getting
Rob Seller.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. I feel like I'm getting a little burnout on the Scott Bradley. We play that constantly.
Yeah, Trombone Shorty.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That sort of stuff.
Amy says Alt J.
Alt J is really good. Yeah, left hand.
Oh,
what is it? What's it
called? I don't know if I've
left
heard any of that. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it was always awesome. Yeah. Dead Weather.
Jack just introduced me to a new guy that sounds like a mix of which this is my jam, Macklemore and Eminem. It's like a perfect mix, and his name is NF.
Oh, nice.
Which he actually does have a radio hit that's playing right now, which I didn't realize was him until Jack showed and I was like, dang, okay, I could work out to this, whatever. So NF.
There's also the whole 27 Club. You got Jim Morrison, The Doors, Jimi Hendrix, Amy Winehouse. There's so many more. Janis Joplin.
Oh, Curry says, ooh, a set of top 5 lists for various topics, like in the movie High Fidelity. There you go.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But you got to take on the snobby persona of the High Fidelity dude.
That'd
this
be
is
cool.
Clearly the best.
Yeah, Beck. I like Beck.
Christopher says 27 Club.
Mason Gray, Duffy.
You gotta look up 27 Club.
Yeah. Haley Tuck. I like Haley Tuck. If you guys haven't heard of Haley Tuck yet, y'all should listen to her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so here we go. We are wrapping things up.
Yeah, we should.
Sorry
guys.
But hey, did you make any New Year's resolutions really fast?
Way more than I should for human person, and so I have to get down to normal size person.
So getting in shape is your resolution.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine too.
I would like to get in shape. How about you, Dark?
Well, that would be that getting in shape. I mean, yes, I want to get back to running. I do it periodically with Nance, but I want to legit get back into the races. So, that is good. And then, I want to go full steam ahead on the bar gallery situation to where I don't feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Anyway, Amy says Heart Beck. Yes, Beck is another great one. Actually, Beck was one of my favorite concerts I ever went to.
Turntables in the microphone.
Yeah, I mean, like that was one of the first concerts where people were dancing on their seats, and this was back in I don't even remember the venue it was. It doesn't exist anymore. It was like Bronco Bowl, or I forget the venue. But anyway, yeah,
I'm
Beck's
a
awesome.
loser, baby. I love that song. Yeah.
Christopher says 27 Club, Kurt Cobain. That's what it was. So like, yeah, the 27, the 20.
Yeah, man.
Look up anybody in the 27 Club.
Man, yeah.
Anyway, so okay, so we will be back next Tuesday. Maybe we'll check in on our resolutions and see how good we are at them.
We keep saying we're gonna do a walkthrough through the gallery, but we haven't done that yet. But we will.
Well, yeah, and I think it'll be good when it doesn't look like a construction zone. But maybe next week. Who knows?
Well, I would love to show the construction zone.
I mean, okay, let's do this.
I mean, I don't know. Like right now, it's a shell space, but we're in there. But what's kind of cool is that the building's like 100 years old, so you have all this weird stuff from all these businesses from the last century, and then it was a cocktail bar before us. It was like a New Orleans bar, and then before that, it was like a wine bar. Before that, it was another wine bar, and then before that, like I don't even know. So it's all this weird stuff that's sort of built into the walls and out of the walls, and they're like, "What does that cable go to? What is that? Is that a pipe? Like is that a like what is that?"
I mean, over the years, they must have just like cut them and left them. Like snipped them and left
there's
them
like knobs on the end, and there's like some wires was just out there. The wires. I don't want to touch the end.
I don't want to touch it. Well, Amy says it's the Bronco Bowl. That is correct. I remember that. Man. And then she says I saw David Bowie and Primus there, dude. That'd be a wicked show. That'd be cool.
Yeah, a lot of bass.
A lot of bass. All right. Well, okay. So we will be back here next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central. Join us, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and maybe we'll do it from the gallery bar next week. Who knows? It'll be crazy.
Maybe. I want to thank our Patreon sponsors and stuff, and that's going to change quite a bit here lately. I mean, not here lately, in the future. Yeah. Sorry, remember. But here they are, and I don't know how to end the show, so we'll be back in 15 seconds.
Yes. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody! Happy New Year, Jackie. This is your New Year ASMR.
Oh God, yes, no. I'm good without that, thanks.
No, okay, no, is that a no? Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good week.